In this model, I've already created an option set called layout, and I've got two design options. The first one has all of the activities laid out on a single level. The one that I'm about to work on is the one that's called stacked. And just to show you, if I made sure that I was on, oh sorry, that's not going to be good. If I wanted to show you that I'm working on the stacked level, then I'm just going to drag these activities out, these mass families, just so you can see what I'm doing. And just to be a little clearer about it, I haven't assigned any levels to these. They are just mass families that I'm about to arrange in the model. So if I go about using my modify and my align tool, what I can say is to that face align this, to that face align this, and then I'm going to say to that face this, and that face here. So I'm just lining them up. What I wanted to point out is how I can do things like this: the top of that, the bottom of this, the front of that, the front of this, and the side of that, the side of this. Oops, not very clever. Let me undo. I can use the tab key to make sure I pick the top of that and the bottom of this, and then face and face, face and face. Okay, so I can rearrange my activities. Now I could go about doing the energy analysis, but you've seen that before. So what I want to point out is the importance of setting the levels for the energy analysis when you've got a stacked situation like this. So if you look at the objects that are in here, the families, they don't have a floor assigned to them. So what I'm going to do is I'll just select, I believe there's a way of me doing it. If I window around it, and then I come down and select all the masses, then I believe I can assign level 1 to all the masses. But then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back and there's 3 masses. This is a good thing that came up. What I was going to do was then go back and take those 3 masses and tell it that these are actually on the second floor. And in fact, this is what the warning is telling me, that there's these zones going to be created, but they don't have a floor at their base. So if I select these, you see that what I've got to do is tell them that it's not level 1 because that's way below it, it's level 2. And I'll do the same on those 2. Because all of remember these represent activities, and the activities need to have a floor. So there's my options in there. And if I haven't pointed it out before, I just want you to see that you're actually getting all of the quantities right off of the model itself. So you're now ready to do the energy analysis. I'll do that quickly and then I'll come back to it. Okay, so doing the analysis, what I'm going to do is go to the Analyze tab. I'm going to accept the settings as they are there, the global settings. I'm going to say I'm looking at the stacked option. So I'm going to, let's start by saving this. So I'm going to say save as a project called layout, and it's the one that I'm going to report from. Report. Then I'll say analyze this, and I'm going to call this report stacked. What's nice is the kind of validation that I got that these are on the correct levels, because if they hadn't been, I wouldn't have gotten the glass on the surface model. It would be, there's no, let me see if I can show you that. Okay. If I pick this and I said, one like that, you know, that's the kind of error message that I'm going to see. And you see how the assignment of where the glass is wrong because the level is wrong for the activity that's there. So change it back to see that it's spaced correctly. So my second report, single level, analyze model, and I'll just call that single level. And what I'm going to do is immediately go to results and compare, and I should have both reports stacked in single level. And in this example, what I'm going to do is just look at them on screen to compare the kind of most important information that's there. So if I look at this, let me change to, this is the one I just created. I'm going to hold the control key and pick both reports, single level and stacked, and then click on compare, and I see them side by side. And if I scroll down here, what I'm comparing is the total energy use intensity for the single layout, 138, and for the stacked, 135.